Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to be transcending Quasar. But first, I want to do a quick little review of just how terrifyingly average, below average, terrible, bad, worst her base kit was. For those people who had any thought whatsoever that this could be sort of a Nightcrawler situation, because visually the skills look identical, fair enough. And in terms of the skills themselves, like, the skills haven't changed either. So the skills look the same, and they also sort of operate the same. Anywho, that was 30 seconds, and she was able to do 1 bar of damage, which is really sad. That's like, you know, she's gonna do about 10 bars. She won't even get down to the 10th bar probably by the end of the fight. So she's not even able to do halfway, right? And that's with double support, everything, yada yada. So now we're just gonna slap on the new uniform, and you can see, right? It's not a huge difference. I mean, let's be honest, it looks gorgeous. I love the sort of space effect. They did it on Gamora's uniform years ago, and I loved it. You know, this is definitely a 2021 looking upgrade. Even her hands, the energy around her hands got a huge FPS upgrade. She looks really pretty now. Like, visually, this is really nice. And visually, her skills maybe look a little bit nicer, but it's much, much harder to tell. Really, where you can tell is in the pudding when you play her, and also in the actual skill effects. She gains accumulation here. She gains invincibility. I think she gains like other things like silence there. She gains penetration chance, 7 seconds of 50% chance. She gains a 15% heal she didn't have before. She gains paralysis. She gains all defense down, 4 seconds of immunity instead of 3, I believe. She gains remove active buffs. Okay, she gains a whole bunch of, it's all gains here, right? She hit the gym, it's all gains. Her passive is completely reworked, base 40% ignore dodge with guaranteed dodge, which is crazy. And she still has the HP shield on top of having debuff removal, which means she won't be snared as easily or as often by tornadoes. She won't be frozen as often because she basically can trigger it half the time. 7 seconds on a 15-second cooldown. And then what's her uniform passive? Oh yeah, if that wasn't enough, she gets chain hit damage, 20%, and she gets a 30% damage reduction, which is very strong as a universal type. So we're gonna transcend her, and you guys are gonna see what she can do. But let me have her throw it in a circle here. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. Let me just have her throw Cull Obsidian in a circle, okay, and show you, like, it's really, you know, I'm trying to distance this uniform as much as possible from Nightcrawler, because it's really not. Okay, we procced early there. Okay, we actually missed the proc there. Okay, that was almost a full bar. Okay, we procced early again there. Oh, there we go, we got it. There's another bar. Awesome. So rather than taking 30 seconds to do a bar of damage, she's doing a bar of damage per rotation. We've actually missed every single proc. This is the first proc we're gonna hit properly. But okay. So we'll generously pause it here. Instead of doing 1 bar in 30 seconds, she was able to do 4 bars in 30 seconds. So that's an increase of damage equal to what? Right? It's a 300% increase in damage. It's a lot. It's really a lot. She's actually a decent character now. Again, is she as good as Cersei? We'll do the Cersei test. And in this case, you also have to consider the fact that Quasar, I believe, does not have leadership. So she's not getting quite as much from White Fox as Cersei is, but we'll do the quick Cersei test here, 30 seconds, so you guys can see what this looks like. I also should have showed you guys, I'll show you in a second, the obelisk that I'm using for Quasar, because she had a CTP of authority, but I have a hair in my face. Go away, hair. Trying to do a YouTube video. All right, here we go. She did have a CTP of authority, my Quasar, but now she has a regular obelisk here. So 3, 5, 4 proc. You know, the damage is actually, when you don't get the accumulation for Cersei, the damage is actually kind of similar. Cersei pops off when you do get the accumulation, but you don't always get the accumulation, you know? Sometimes you just, there we missed the proc. We were a little bit late trying to accumulate. But this is actually not that different. So she's about 2 bars stronger than Quasar. Again, Cersei is built different. That's sort of to be expected, and this is an MCU character, right? We've always known that MFF has a leaning and has sort of, you know, more love to give for MCU characters because they're MCU characters. They have to be strong. And we know Cersei is going to be in the MCU because Eternals is coming out later this year. So, you know, and don't answer me with like, but Spider-Man's weak. He's not in the MCU technically. He's a Sony property. He's just being borrowed in the MCU. Cersei is owned, Eternals is owned by Disney, so they want to make sure that their property is as good as possible. So it's not surprising to me that Icarus and Cersei are able to keep up with some characters getting uniforms in 2021. It's not surprising to me at all. But what is surprising to me is how good Quasar is. She's very, very good, and the number of bars she's doing and the amount of damage she's doing is only going to go up when we hit her with that quantum impact. So let's go ahead and build her up now. Your favorite part. Can we get a drum roll, please, for my gears, for my my resources here about to get flushed? Haven't transcended a character in a minute, so let's, well, it's a couple weeks actually. Let's do this. I've saved up quite a bit of materials. If you guys are wondering, I haven't bought any packs. I've been a good boy as far as the packs go. I've been buying other things. I've been whaling in MFR, but I've been pushing hard in squad battle, trying to get first place every single week. So that's why I was able to bounce back and have tons of Mandalays. And then I did also use some of my winnings from timeline battle, from the token shop, to buff up my awakening crystals. But I still have almost 5,000 because last week I hit it big on voting for, was it Arthur Vindragon, I think? So anyways, let's go ahead and do this. Awaken her. Ooh. Okay, so that's the end of the awakening skill with America Chavez and Spectrum. Noble sacrifice. Okay, what is her leadership again? Oh, cooldown. That's pretty bad. Okay, so now we got to go ahead and hit up her gears. Let's see what we get here. We want single digits. We want to see, there we go. We want to see single digits. We do our single digit dance. Single digit dance, single digit dance. Okay, this has to stop, bro. 33? What in the name of all that is unholy? What was that? It's time to stop the, I've officially canceled. I've permanently canceled the single digit dance. No, come on, stop. Okay, thank you. Jeez. I'm getting reamed over here. Is that because I made that circle joke? That's all it takes, eh? One slip, one Twitch reference, and suddenly I'm the bad guy. Wow, dude. Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, thank you. Gee golly. Gee golly, mister. That's a nice bicycle. All right, so I'm actually a time traveler from the 1850s. Surprise, surprise. No wonder. No wonder I'm so weird. Okay, 22. Okay, yeah, that was like 10 seconds in the ring with Mike Tyson. That was pretty bad. Could have been worse. Could have been a full round. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to. I'm still thinking I have to transcend Spectrum, I have to transcend America Chavez, and this is technically the mid-month update, which means that we'll be getting another update in about 2 weeks, which is really nice. You can see here there's only 13 days left on the Future Pass, so we should actually be getting a sneak peek. I know I'm not already looking towards sneak peeks, don't get me wrong. I know this is a Quasar video. I'll focus on Quasar. Give me a second. I just don't want to simp too hard. But what I'm trying to say is, in less than 2 weeks, we're going to already start seeing sneak peeks for the next update, because usually it happens before the Future Pass is actually done. So yeah, my resources, I might have to dip into the wallet here. We're going to transcend her potential now. Let's take a look at the stat buff. She gains about 12,800 HP. Nice, almost 13,000 HP. And then she gains, ooh, not, well, could be higher, about 9,000 energy attack. That could be higher. Her energy defense is surprisingly high. Hitting 20k is rare for transcended characters. Okay, let's do it. Hello? Awaken skill didn't oh, my bad. There wasn't anything, there wasn't a pop-up at first. Right, I have to do this first. Totally spaced out. My bad. Woo! I'm not a new YouTuber, guys, I promise. Okay. I mean, being a new YouTuber wouldn't matter. I'm not new to MFF. I think that's what I should have said. Okay, there we go. Now, oh, it's 9,000. Yeah, well, I thought I said 9,000. Anyways, yeah, Quantum Rebirth. It's kind of a badass name, Quantum Rebirth. Anywho, the obelisk that we're using today is a crit damage 180 proc, so we are cooking it up with that, which is pretty nice. Now, I don't actually know how quantum impact works. I don't know if I can cancel it right away or if I have to play out the animation. I don't know how it works as far as like max damage and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna just test it out now. You guys are gonna see how it works. We're actually gonna go back up against Cull Obsidian. I want to be careful. I don't want to kill him because I don't want to kill him. We don't really need him because he's not my world boss of the day, and I haven't done my world boss runs. But we're gonna figure out the rotation against him, and then we're gonna take her into null with 40% base ignore dodge. She's kind of set up. You might not even need to use ignore dodge strikers. So if you have her tier 2 already, she might be a pretty decent option. This is 4 cancel. This is 5 cancel 4 cancel 6. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. That's her regular proc. It's like a bar and a half now. So she gains about half a bar of damage from her stat boost. Yeah. Looking pretty nice. Okay, let's see if we can cancel the 6 right away. You can. You can. I don't know if you'd want to, but you can. I don't think you... Well, I think you can, but I think you can't. You might just want to do 5 cancel 4 cancel 6. Now 3, I don't think 3 has the best buffs. This is usually how I test characters, by the way. 3 doesn't have any buffs, so you don't actually have to worry about 3. You just want to make sure you don't even have to worry about 4. The only thing is that there's a hit at the beginning of 5, but you do need to press 5 because of the accumulation. However, let me just test it out here. I think you can cancel 5 immediately and you can still get the accumulation. Yeah, so you still get the accumulation even if you cancel 5 right away. You still get the accumulation and you get the immunity or the invincibility, so she won't be knocked back by null and stuff like that. So if you're playing with Quasar and you're finding that you're proccing early a lot and it's frustrating for you, because I do think she's proc friendly, but I do think if you get unlucky, you can have a string of bad procs because there's that one hit right there. There's that one hit right at the beginning, and if I cancel it before she lands, there's no balls. She doesn't create those golden orbs if I cancel before she lands. She has to land, and then the orbs will hit. So if you're trying to maximize the chain hit, you're going to want to land, and then 4, and then 3. You shouldn't really delay 4. You can insta-cancel 4. You really can insta-cancel 4. I'll show you. Like, I can cancel 4 right away into 2 or into 1, and the little sparklers will come out. And that's what the 4th skill animation is those sparklers. There isn't any additional damage that you're losing. So 4 is like a pure instant cancel type of skill, like a lot of Moonstone skills, for example. But 5 isn't. So you need to wait for the slam, then 4, excuse me, and then 6 or 3, depending on whether you have the 6 up. But looking at this, oh, and then she has these hits at the end. I wonder. You do get the majority of the skill. So if you know what, you can cancel 6 into 3. You can cancel 6. It's just that with 6 the damage is kind of delayed. So you probably sort of like, you wouldn't want to cancel it too early, in my opinion, because okay, let's say for example you do this, you do this, you do this, and there's no proc, and then you press 3. You might end up proccing on 3 and not stacking all that other damage. So what I think you should do is just wait until 6 procs and then do 3. Alternatively, if you wanted to, because again 3's damage is not that insane. It's good, but it's not insane. Like a lot of the damage is on 4 and 6. And then what you could do is just let 6 play out, because there are hits at the end. If you cancel, you get the tornado, but if you cancel, you don't get this at the end. These beams. However, I don't know as far as timing goes. I don't know if that's going to trigger her next proc. It might, but maybe when those beams appear, actually I should have tried that. Hang on one second here. Maybe when the beams appear on her 6th skill, you can then go into your next rotation. Okay, so we'll try this. So as soon as we see those beams, we're gonna do 4, 5. We're gonna do 5, 4, 6. Yeah, maybe you could do that for the next rotation. I could try that against Null here. We'll see. We'll jump in and see. So let me just set up a team real quick and we'll jump into Null. So we're gonna go ahead and not give her any team up or leadership just to test out her raw damage. And I know I said she did not need ignore dodge strikers, but I'm going to test her out with them anyways, just to make sure she's as consistent as possible. Now there, we actually did do what we wanted to do as far as chaining the end of the 6th skill with the next rotation. There we procced early, so you can see there it's only about a bar when you proc early. But keep in mind, she has a heal. Yeah, look at that. You can just chain that really easily. Oh, we pressed the co-op skill early. I shouldn't have gotten stunned. Should not have gotten stunned. Okay. There we procced on 5. Yeah, but see, not having guaranteed crit, unlike someone like Black Panther. Wow, she's proccing. She's always proccing on that 5th skill hit. That's unfortunate. Okay. There we procced early again. That's 3 early procs in a row. Bit unfortunate. Yeah, it definitely hurt our time to miss the last few procs. Okay. Yeah, she hits for at least 2 bars plus when you don't miss the proc. But that very first hit, not bad. So not bad at all. In my opinion, not bad. Well, it's a little slow, but we did miss a few procs. Let me see if we can actually go faster by not having the ignore dodge strikers. I know that seems really weird, but maybe if she misses now and then on that first initial hit, we will sort of save. Wow, let me reset. You know, I'm getting really unlucky with proccing at the beginning of the 5, so I think I'm just gonna cancel 5 instantly and just proc, and then just see. You're probably losing damage. You're definitely losing damage though. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Oh, we don't have any co-op skill anymore. She tries to debuff the stun. Isn't that so funny? We don't have any strikers, so we can't use any co-op skills. So you probably want to bring at least 1 striker. It's a little bit more than a bar. Okay. There was delay on the proc. That one we just missed completely, but here we can dodge the cage. Okay. Pretty straightforward rotation. I would say she's very proc friendly, but like I said, you can get unlucky now and then. There we procced late rather than early. That was right on time. Yeah, wow. So you kind of need to be right on time, eh? But she's doing just as well now without the ignore dodge strikers. We're just getting knocked back a lot. This is only a little bit slower, so you can see here with only 40% ignore dodge, you do miss some proc. But yeah, so she doesn't really rely on the ignore dodge strikers as much as other characters would, because she has that base 40%, and then I believe when she pops her awakening, she gives herself what, 70% for 10 seconds. So you will see some, you know, dips and increases in her damage because of that, because of the 70% for 12 seconds. Oh, it's not 10, it's 12 seconds. That's really nice. Okay, so almost half the time that you're waiting after you've popped Quantum Impact. So I'm pleasantly surprised with Quasar. Honestly, a character that wasn't doing anything at all, completely useless, now has a pretty decent build. With a pretty decent build, can do pretty impressive content, and she'll scale a lot harder with an energy because you can stack the chain hit. So I think I'm gonna throw an energy on her and see. She'll go to 50% chain hit. It might be pretty nuts. And the thing is, she has a lot of weapons to synergize, not just the guaranteed dodge defensively, but also the ignore dodge plus the chain hit. With the ignore dodge from a CTP of energy at 40%, she'll have 80% ignore dodge and 50% chain hit. These are huge numbers, huge stat bumps for a character that was literally at the bottom of the barrel. So this is truly a 0 to hero type of rework for her, and I'm really impressed to see her doing so well and basically being able to keep up, not with the very highest tier of the meta right now, but definitely able to keep up with the God Light tier of meta, which is, I would say, damn impressive for Quasar. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this surprisingly strong buff. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.